Welcome back to the $203 challenge. Learn how to make money online. In today's video, we're going to be talking about nurturing your email list. So you've put in all this work, all this effort into building up your audience. You've chosen a niche. You've selected an entry offer. You've set up your lead capture system, your LCS. You start driving organic traffic by building out your topic clusters through your free blog at WordPress.com. Now it's time to go back to MailChimp and start using that to send out some helpful emails to your list. So again, you've taken the time to convert cold traffic, into warm traffic. People who want it, whatever, your free offer was, or your freebie, your lead magnet. Um, they joined your list, or it could have just been because they wanted to be a part of your newsletter. Whatever it was, they're on the list now. Now it's time to nurture it. So as it says here, you want to send out helpful emails. So and within those helpful emails, you want to talk about product recommendations and tips and tools. So keep it simple for yourself. No need to overthink it or overcomplicate it. So with every email you send out, just send out one useful tip, one useful tool that helps them solve the problem that they joined your list just to find out more information about, as well as your niche, and then your product recommendation is going to be your entry offer. Again, you want to just always have that entry offer there, so that again, directing people to take you up on that. So again, for me, I was talking about personal development. I was talking about personal development in my helpful emails for the most part, and I just had I remember I had a graphic ad, or basically a picture of the book on the side with a link. But anytime I within my useful tip or tool talked about finding your purpose, I would just link to the affiliate product. Boom, and go from there. So it just depends on how much you work this system, because that's what you have. Because you can do it one time, or you can do it a whole lot of times. And if you want to win a whole lot of times, you're gonna need a system. All right. So I've shown you a system that you can use, and now I'm gonna actually show you where you're gonna need to go on Mailchimp so that you can actually send out these helpful emails that you're gonna have to set up. All right, let's get to it. Let's go back to Mailchimp. So this was let's put our all right. Let's get the session back going. So boom. So we go back to our home page. So from this home page, once we have an audience, now it's gonna be time to send out, general emails. So broadcast emails, or in this case, campaigns. So you would click campaigns is one way of going about it. Then it'd say like, you'll come to this page. This is basically where all your campaigns are gonna be. You would come here, create new campaign. You would come and say, now to send out basic one-time emails, you want to come to regular email. You're going to click design email. And this is basically the page where you're going to set up your email. Now it allows you to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have to do 4 things here. So you're going to have to set up 2. Obviously, you're going to, when it comes to ad recipients, since you don't have any contacts, in this case, we don't have any contacts yet. No one has joined the list yet, so we aren't able to select our audience. But once you get people on your list, there's going to be a link there for you to select your audience. So in this case, it would have been Billionaire Belief. Then from the you would just put your so either you can send it from your name. A lot of times people use their real name. Sometimes they use their pseudo name. Whatever one you want to use, that's what you'll put there. So you will put in my case, I can say Billionaire Belief. would say, billionaire gmail.com. And the subject line, this is where you would write your subject line. So let's just say, cool personal development tips for so you would put your subject line there, click save. Then you'll come to design email. Now they have a whole bunch of templates you can choose from. But again, you don't want to overcomplicate it. You don't want to get too too creative, as they would say. Stick to the basics. And by sticking to the basics, I mean apply the basics. Whoops. No, that's not it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back. So you should be able to send come here, change template. You should MailChimp templates. Well, you should be able to send a basic HTML email. Simple text. Is this it? I think this may be it right here. Or if not, we'll just go with that one. Let's do that. So we'll just go with the basic simple text. So we'll start with it clean. So we'll just stick to this the simple text. If you have a logo, you can come there, and set it. If not, you can just trash it here. Boom. But this is basically all you need to send out an email. We wouldn't need a button per se. And again, you wouldn't need the logo. So this is all you would need. You can start with just a headline and then a text box. And then you just type your emails out. Once you finish typing up your emails, you'll hit save and exit. Oops, I'm sorry, not save and exit. No, it will be save and exit. And this will be basically your you most likely won't have these content issues here, but this will be basically once you finish all of these steps, then it'll just be about boom. You just click here, boom, send, and that'll basically send the email out. Boom, email sent, and that's it. That's how you send out your useful emails. Now, when it comes to learning how to write these emails, again, treat it as if you are the leader. Talking to your someone on your team, and you're showing them how to fix a problem. Like that's the frame of mind. You want to speak within, or student, or teacher to student. Because again, your job as a content creator in this regard is or to build an audience is, like I said, to help other people solve their problem. So help other people solve problems by providing them with useful information that's going to help them solve that problem. And so that's what these useful emails are for. You're going to talk about one tip, one tool, if you got it, and then again, just include your product recommendation, which is going to be your entry offer, in addition to other useful products that you come across over time. And then boom, that's how you get your links out there, so that when they click it and they buy, that's how you get paid. And that's how you go get your $203. All right. So this does take time. This is going to be some overnight success story, but it's going to go as quick as you work through the process and let the system do what it do. All right. So again, this is the last step. I mean, this is more going to be like when it comes to frequency now. So again, when I was doing it back in the day, before I came across the online business blueprint, I was sending out a weekly email. Once I started building up a list, I think once I got to like 10 or 20 people, somewhere up in between there on my list. That's when I started sending out my. No, I take that back. Once I launched the list, I remember I did get a couple of. I remember at the time I was. I think I started off doing monthly newsletters. That's what it was because I remember I had said it. I was sending out the newsletters kind of like now the last Friday of the month, and so and over time I started sending weekly. But when I first got started, I started sending monthly. But for you, you can start sending out weekly. But again, start, when you get to about like 10, 15, 20 people on your list. Then you just know if you go do it weekly, wait till you get, a couple of people on your list, to start sending it out weekly. But if you're going to do it monthly, then you just pick, one day a month, one standing day a month to release the newsletter and then release the newsletter on that day. And within the newsletter, include your useful tip, your useful tool, and then your product recommendation, which is going to be your entry offer. And then month in, month out, and that's so again when it comes to how fast you're gonna make the money. Sorry, when it comes to how fast you're gonna make the money, it just depends on or how fast you're gonna complete the challenge. I should say, the $203 challenge. It just depends on how much content you're putting out on the front end in regards to your blog, building those topic clusters, and then next on the back end, how often you're sending out your newsletter. So it could be, your emails. So it can be a email daily, it could be weekly, or it could be monthly. It just depends on the frequency in which you want to go, and that determines how much people go be in front of your content to take action to buy something from you at some point in time. But again, the end result of or the byproduct of you serving them is them buying from you. So it's not like you just sending them your links just to buy stuff for you. No one's going because you're not serving their best interest. So serve their best interest by providing them with information that's helping them solve a problem, and then within your niche, of course. And then on the back end, as a token of appreciation, in a sense, they'll you recommend a specific product to them. They'll buy the product, and then once they become a product, buy your product. Now they're a customer. They're a paid customer. So now you can put them on another list somehow, some way, get their information, and put them on a list to where now you can have a list of now people who have actually bought a product from you, and then now you can start promoting something else to them, and that's how you just that's the next level. But this is just the basics, and that's what we're going to cover, and that's the point of this whole course here. So that's it. You have the basics now. So happy hustling. It's the best way I can put it. Happy hustling. So on that note, we'll end. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. Reach out. Peace.